Hey y'all, it's your girl Juky. So I'm coming to y'all today to put y'all D to a good side hustle, especially if you know you're gifted in the area of doing hair. First things first, if you know how to do hair, girl, like listen, you gotta tap in. It's summertime. The girls want their hair braided. All the natural girls are not about to have them twist outs, them blowouts, honey. They want to get braided up. So I'm gonna run down everything that I did when I decided to start braiding, you know, on the side. First things first, I watched a braiding video on YouTube. I figured out, I ordered a mannequin head, a chair, a mannequin head, a dryer, a blow dryer, a good comb with a sharp, point onto it, wrapping strips, all that good stuff. I ordered all of that off of Amazon. I was doing weaves as well, so I ordered like flat irons, curlers, stuff like that. But this video is focusing on braids. Practice on my mannequin head, got it down packed as much as I could on a mannequin head, until it's like, okay, it's time to go head on people. My next tip is to look around at what everybody else is charging, and you need to at least be half of what everyone else is charging or less. So at that time, like, I was offering medium knotless, which is a style that took 7 hours. I was offering those for $90. Baby, $90. Baby, not today, I wouldn't. But then I was offering it for $90 because I needed to practice, I needed to get comfortable with parting and everything of that nature. Everybody's head is different, which you'll start to learn. But I knew that I needed to practice on, humans and not a mannequin head. So start advertising yourself, asking for models. If you have people in your family who's willing to let you do their hair for free, do that. If people out and about, who want their hair done and they're willing to pay you half, if somebody out here charging $200 and you charging $90, baby, and you daggone there decent, people are gonna come to you. People were coming, especially seeing $90. And this is when the knotless had just came out, so definitely whatever you're trying to perfect, stitch braids or knotless braids, just offer it at a very, very low price. And just practice. You have to start testing out different products for people's edges, different like jam to lay people's hair. Like, you have to really start trying different textures. Like, that's the number one key. After that, once I started really practicing, post a lot of pictures. I mean, if you do 5 people hair that day, post everybody picture that day. Don't save nothing. In the beginning, post everything as soon as you get it. Hashtag your city, your state, honey, like, anywhere that's like 20-30 minutes close to you, like, hashtag them. Like, I'm in Maryland, so, and I braid in Baltimore, so home itching baby queens come in. So I hashtag Baltimore stitch braids, Baltimore feed-in braids, Baltimore braider. I got DC, like, 45 minutes ROS, so it's DC braids, DC stitch braids, DC knotless braids, DMB stitch braids, all of that. I tag all of that because when people were coming to me and I would ask them, like, if it wasn't, okay, I'm gonna get into that. But when people would come to me and I was asking them how did they know about me, 80% of them said they hashtagged on Instagram and that's how they found me. So hashtags are number one, like number one. And in this time, like, that was like 4 years ago. But in this day and age, baby, you need a hashtag and you need to reel it up. You need to reel it down to the ground, honey. Baby, whatever somebody's saying, baby, you need to put that up while you braiding somebody's hair, and you need to reel it till you can't reel no more in real life. So definitely right now, reels and hashtags, I would say. even if you can find somebody who could be like with like a good hair texture that'll work for you, you know what I'm saying, that you could be like, okay, I could really work with this, I could really try different styles with this, maybe lock it in with her, like, girl, you trying to be my model, you know what I'm saying, so that when you see new stuff, she could be the person that you could go to, you know, and you could try whatever's new with her. You know, I had my best friend, so anything I needed to try, she was down, she would let me try it. Like, I'm gonna put some pictures in here too, y'all. It might be on that side or whatever. But baby, when I started, y'all, like, I look back, my knotless braids were not bad, you know, from looking down until then. My knotless braids were good, but baby, my stitch braids, baby, they was bad. Baby, those stitches was leaning. Baby, they was crooked. But that was the only way I knew how to braid, which worked out because then stitching started to be a thing, and I started to perfect it when at that same time stitching was a thing. So my other piece of advice to you is treat everybody like a walking advertisement. You gotta do your thing on everybody's hair that you do, because honestly, even when you're practicing, like, somebody will like that. Like you might not feel good enough to yourself, baby, but that will be good enough for somebody. Like, I know people, no shade to nobody, but I know people who I wouldn't let them braid my dog hair, and baby, they be booked and they be busy because somebody likes her work. So even when you're starting out and you're charging half price, put your work in, do the best that you can, and practice as much as you can. Even if you're doing one person a week, when you're not braiding, baby, get on that mannequin head and show pictures of your mannequin head. But if that one person you do, you better do your thing. Do your thing, sis. And when she go up out there and somebody pull up on her and be like, who did your hair? She be like, girl, such and such, and what's her Instagram? And then now you got somebody else. I'm gonna show y'all. Well, I probably already put it in there by now. But baby, I was getting people. I was working a full-time job at that time. I was getting off of work. I was going to braid hair, girl. Baby, somebody loved it. And I mean, now I'm a lot better. And I mean, I have clients hit me up like, girl, I had a girl beat me down at the light, like, wind your window down, like, girl, who did your hair? Like, hashtags and word of mouth, like, in reels, that's gonna get your people. Because I mean, it's kind of tough for a lot of people to hashtag and try to find somebody sometimes, because it's so many people that sometimes they don't even, they'll go through people and be like, girl, I've been going through people all day, like, I'm tired, like, I ain't find nobody. But you could pull up on them and they be like, girl, I just was looking for somebody to do some stitch braids. Girl, who did your hair? That's a client. That's the client right there. Because you're going to treat everybody like a walking model. So you're going to order everything that you need, including that mannequin head. 2, you're going to get up on YouTube. You're going to watch everybody knotless videos, how to stitch videos, and you're going to bust that mannequin head down. 3, you're going to get some people coming up in there because you done made your post and you charging half or less for everybody. And you're going to get the braiding. You're going to get the getting, and you're going to send everybody out in the world to advertise your work. You're going to send everybody out. Sorry, my phone was already died. You're going to send everybody out in the world to advertise your work. And you're going to be posting up on your page everything you done did. You're going to do that reel. You're going to put that, baby, somebody going to braid your whole head down to the floor for $70. But at that time, you going to braid their head down at the floor for $70 because you're just starting. But baby, a couple months, you're going to be charging. So I'm supposed to be watching my fiance play basketball, but I'm in here talking to y'all. So here's my lips too. Those are really my main tips. As far as like, yeah, so the main thing is practice. In the beginning, you know, and listen, if you have money to pay for a class and somebody's close to you that's doing good, do it. If you don't, YouTube has everything you need for the free. You don't have to pay nobody, baby. YouTube got you for the free ski, okay? Take advantage of YouTube, like, please. It's a little dark. Products. So definitely test out different edge controls, different jams. Like, I was using Shining Jam, and definitely try it out for you because it works for different hair textures. But like, I finally got into a jam that works any texture, but it's pretty costly. So I mean, if anybody want to know, just hit me up. And it's a black owned business. It ain't mine, but I will tell y'all, like, it's crack. But I will say, definitely, when I give it to you, perfect what you're doing, because it's very costly per jar. It's worth it, but I don't want y'all using a whole bunch of it and then wasting money.